Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, which is on episode 7 and 8, or you could call it JoJo no Kimono Boken Part 6 Stone Ocean, whichever one that seems fitting for you, or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean. Sorry. Anyways, I thought these two episodes were pretty cool. It's kind of strange to see that I'm gonna have to put it in 2 episodes for the rest of this week and it'll be over, which really just suck. If it ends up in a nasty cliffhanger, I'll be so upset, but whatever, I'm just going to have to take it for what it is, and if anything else, yeah, let's just get this started right away. We have to it that we see some prison guards having to be killed by some strange stand attack, but, etc. But after the opening, which I always enjoy listening to all the time, we have to it that, we see a group going out to do some kind of volunteer service to go find the two missing inmates because they all got killed. Whatever the case may be, we see to it that there were actually 5 inmates, two which is Jolene and Hermes, and some other 3 which I don't really care much about because all of it would be connected later. If you guys watched the episodes already or you read the manga, you get the idea where I'm coming from. That aside, we have to it that Hermes and Jolene end up talking with each other for a bit about the situation, especially about the stand abilities and about the discs. We have to it, Jolene therefore tells Hermes that she needs to find the disc of her father or start platinum either way, because the only way how to help her father or save him is to grab these discs whatsoever, Unfortunately, they will have to run into some obstacles whatsoever, We had to it that there's some situations involving the guard, which I don't care much about because all guards in prison are total a-holes in this series of part 6 of JoJo anyway, But that aside, we have to it that our 2 characters would get attacked by some strange stand attack, Of course, Hermes would get attacked by a bucket and all that, etc. after going through some situations here and there, especially at the storage, But as for the prison guard, he is pretty much killed, that aside, and etc. Of course, Jolene and Hermes do clash against this strange stand which involves planktons, tiny little particle creatures whatsoever, you know what they are. They ended up having to do some damage to Hermes and Jolene, but it looks like to me it doesn't really seem to do much at all, Well, not too much anyway. This is episode 7 I'm talking about with you guys right now, And of course, Jolene does beat the plankton looking like Stan, humanoid, and we have to it that Hermes and Jolene managed to get to safety, and etc. However, we have to that Hermes and Jolene decides to interrogate the other 3 prisoners because there was only 5, but all of a sudden there was 6, Eventually, that episode ends off in a cliffhanger where Hermes and Jolene is trying to interrogate one of the girls, that kind of thing. Yeah, when it comes to episode 6, overall, without a lot of complicated details here and there, Hermes and Jolene go on a volunteer expedition to find the 2 missing body of the inmates of the men, because they all got killed at the very beginning of this episode, episode 7. But that aside, they run into some trouble, and then they later on fight some strange stand user ability, But we later on get to find out about the real stand user and the stand user in episode 8, This one is called Foo Fighters, and apparently it's not a human. No one's controlling the stand, and it's actually a living organism stand, Really kind of crazy, talking about plankton and all that, how things are here and there. And it's called Foo Fighters. And if I remember correctly about Foo Fighters, they are known to be a very well-known rock band or something, and including their songs. I don't remember much about them, but I know their song list is pretty good. Although I haven't listened to them for a while now. Forgive me. But anyways, we get to see that our antagonist in episode 7 in episode 8 is called Foo Fighters. We get to see we get to see this organism has a weakness, and it needs a lot of water in order to maintain itself, etc. Not to mention some other things too. We had to it that the Foo Fighters stand or Foo Fighter I don't know what you could call it, a Foo Fighter stand living being whatsoever decides to run to the the storage in order to save the disc, while Jolene tells Hermes to take care of the guard because when it comes to the guard, which I forgot to mention in episode 7 by the way, is you have to stay within a certain amount of meters, otherwise your bracelet will go off and kaboom, you die, that kind of thing. Anyways, as the episode continues on in its own way, we had to Hermes does fight against one of the Foo Fighters stand, and she does have some trouble, but due to her sticker stand ability, which you should know, I mean, if you read the manga or watch all the JoJo's Part 6 of the first core already, you will understand how it works, Her sticker is to duplicate things, and when she takes it off, it goes back to the original, It's kind of it's kind of strange how I'm trying to understand that, but it's really simplistic enough. All I know is she used her stand ability in order to get away, make it dehydrated, and then save herself along with Jolene from being attacked by another Foo Fighter stand, And we had to it that Jolene does reach to the storage already and ends up trying to fight against Foo Fighters, especially when it's all water and when it's all water has a lot of water and puddles, etc. But we get to know that this Foo Fighters was close to killing Jolene, but Jolene tells the Foo Fighters, you really don't get it at all. You put that wheel of disc on the tractor, and I just started using my thread, And I go well, you just got your butt handed by a battle of strategy and wits, that kind of thing. And that's when the Foo Fighters is scared like hell, trying to go after the disc, knowing that it's its only life force. We see Hermes catching up to the tractor, and we see the Foo Fighters losing more of its body because without water it can't maintain its shape and form, And we had to it. Hermes was about to kill the Foo Fighter living stand, but we had to Jolene stop Hermes, not to tells her not to do it, because this thing is not doing it out of evil and it's doing it to protect its own life, And we had to it because of Jolene's love and care and selflessness and understanding, and she does have that trait of being smart and detective work along with seeing how it's not evil and all that. I guess those traits are passed down by the Joestar bloodline. I mean, we all know every JoJo part, at least up around here, is always related to the Joestar bloodline, and especially when it comes to stand using abilities. So I thought it was really cool to see how Jolene has despite her being rough and tough to her enemies, she does read and understand what the heck's going on, and I guess she's really good and compassionate, She even talked to the Foo Fighters and said, hey, look, how about this? You could protect the disc, but you help us out a bit, okay? And no killing humans, that's it. And the Foo Fighters you're pretty strange, and at the same time, I can't, it looks like I don't really want to fight anymore. Looks like you won already. And Foo Fighters just accepted defeat, and it looks like to me, I thought it was pretty cool to see how they're not enemies anymore, but now they just become allies so easily. But that aside, we have to it that Jolene would later on find the Star Platinum disc, which is a good thing. However, Jotaro's memory disc is not there. We have to it that the Foo Fighters explained to Jolene and Hermes that these are the discs that are stuck to the tractor and on the wheel that pretty much is useless to him. All I can really tell you about Pale Snake right now is that when it comes to memory disk of stands, unless and only then, if you're compatible with it, it will accept you. However, if you're not compatible with it, I'll tell you this, it will reject you right away. Just like how Jolene tries to put the Star Platinum's disc inside her body, it rejected her right away and made a powerful recoil on her, We have to it that they decide to go on the next mission and try to save Jotaro's memory disk, And we all know how the memory disks are. And to think that Pale Snake is the one that stole the memory disk, of Jotaro, that's a lot of secrets and a lot of things to come, because that kind of information from all the way to childhood life up until now of what Jotaro's been doing, it's gonna be a lot. It's like good information right there, especially when he knows about the Speedwagon Foundation and how he could like do a lot of like crazy stuff with that. Because we all know how the Speedwagon Foundation is, you know. They're a powerful group company that Jotaro's been with like ever since Part 3, you know, etc. And then we all know what they are truly capable of here and there, etc. But that aside, we have to it, like I said, like we have to it that like the memory disc you're looking for is not there, and we have to it Jolene and Hermes do like have a small time surrender, and then we see Pale Snake having to like look at the situation and what's happening here and there, you know. And we have to it that the guy who's been looking into this or something is like is actually I think his name is Pucci, I believe. Yeah, I think it's freaking like Pucci. And I heard a lot of crazy things about. I don't hear a lot of crazy things about this guy, but one thing for sure is like I guess he might be that like whatchamacallit, Pale Snake or White Snake stand user, which I question what's his deal and what is it that he's really after, you know? But one thing for sure is like he knows how to hide his true face or something, you know, etc. Anyways, I thought the 2 episodes involving Foo Fighters were pretty good. Like I said, in episode 7 it involves like something crazy, and then the Foo Fighters shows up in episode 8, and you know, Jolene and Hermes fighting Foo Fighters, and then Jolene having to show compassion, understanding about Foo Fighters, and then Foo Fighters becomes like an ally to Jolene and Hermes, and you know, they decide to work together and find a way how to get Jotaro's next disc back, which is the memory disc, you know. Like I said, the Star Platinum disc, well done. Objective 1 complete. But now, Objective 2, now it's going to be involving like I said, the memory disc. That's one way how to revive Jotaro. Hopefully he's still okay, but we don't know. But one thing for sure is that they need to deliver the Star Platinum stand disc to Jotaro's body soon. Otherwise it will rot and, you know, capiche. It's gone for good. So anyways, like I said, I thought the episode was pretty cool and good. Looking forward to. I thought the 2 episodes of 7 and 8 were pretty cool and good, and looking forward to 9 and 10 tomorrow, and then 11 and 12, which will really suck because depending how bad the first core ends in that cliffhanger, I'm gonna really flip out. Anyways, that's about it, people. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.